presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Alamogordo Tigers and the Portales Rams facing off for the second time this season. And the JV game still with about a minute 48 remaining before we get into warm-ups for varsity. And so tip-off probably going to be a little bit after the scheduled 1:30 start time would be my guess. So we'll see. It's a close one, by the way, with Portales. They are leading 54-52 in junior varsity as Alamogordo it's been seesawing back and forth pretty much the whole second half between the two sides. So we'll see how this one finishes up and look forward to seeing what we get in the varsity game. 80-73 was the win for Alamogordo when they played back at the Artesia tournament as Alamogordo got the win. Game wasn't that close. Alamo jumped out to a pretty big lead and played a lot of normally sub-varsity players, and so they really limited the they left a lot of players in when they probably could have put their starters back into the game and won by 20, 25 points would be best way I would describe it. So, just one of those things that, I think Portales was probably a little bit better than they played in that game as well, and just based on what we've seen from them throughout the season. So as the Tigers have about 45 seconds left on the varsity clock, or the junior varsity clock, I should say, and they are down by 4, and Alamo just called a timeout. So we'll see what Alamo can do, and look forward to hopefully a good game. Tigers, of course, coming off a nice win on the road over Clovis last night. Just making the little trip to Portales this afternoon with the overnight stay over in that area. But they get a win yesterday by a final score of, what was our final score yesterday? I think it was 67-58, but I need to look that just to make sure. Indeed, 21 points from Jaden Hernandez, 12 from Aaron Herrera. Tigers led pretty much the whole way, and what I would say is, they never really had a super comfortable lead. It was, they kept them at arm's distance. It was very rarely a one-possession game in the second half. I don't know if it ever was, actually. And, credit to the Tigers that, maybe they didn't run away with it, but, there's something about being able to play with a lead like that and not, when the team starts cutting it down to 7, to 5, to 3, and not, panic. I think this team plays with a lead pretty well. We've seen that a few times this season. So that's, I think, something you can definitely be encouraged about if you're a Tigers fan, for sure. So the Tiger JV out of the timeout with 45 seconds left, down by 4, and need a bucket on this possession as they work the basketball around. But we get ready for varsity coming up. We're going to take a break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. Stay with us.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at OteroFCU.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 1019. Thanks so much for listening in here on your Saturday afternoon. Programming note to let you guys aware of, we will be airing the NFL postseason. We'll go on the air probably a little bit late for the Bills and the Broncos, which is scheduled to kick off at 2:30. I'd imagine we probably won't be finished with our broadcast, but as soon as we're done, we'll take you to that one. Alamo JV's cut it to a 1-point game with about 9 seconds left, and there'll be more free throws for Portales, and Alamo might have a last shot at it here. But the varsity game getting ready to get into warm-ups, and so I'd imagine maybe 1:45 will probably get started with this afternoon's game. The Tigers, as I mentioned, coming off the win last night, and we talked about it last night and Monday during the Los Lunas broadcast. Alamo hoping to go into district at 13-3 on a little bit of a win streak. They took the game against Deming, Los Lunas. They took the game yesterday, won their last 2 games of the Goddard tournament. So I think would it be 5 or 6 straight that they would have won. And the second free throw here goes in. We've got a inbounds and looks like a foul going to be called on Portales, and then they're going to call a timeout. I think they might have had a foul to give there. So we'll see how much they want to do that. It's a 2-point game, so you don't want to – if the bonus, I'm not sure where we're at, honestly, on that. So anyway, just kind of watching the end of the junior varsity game. Alamo's down by 2, and they have the basketball. And we'll see how Portales strategizes that. That's always I think if you're up 3 and you want to put them at the line, that's a fair enough thing to do. But on a 2-point game, I mean, I guess the one thing that did is it slowed down Alamo being able to push it into the front court and maybe get a shot. You take a little bit of time off the clock. Or maybe there was instruction to foul if the Portales player made 2 free throws, and so anyway. But Alamogordo at 13-3 going into district would be a nice mark. It's still going to depend on how Alamo does in district. If they can finish top 2 in the district, I think they've got a legitimate shot at getting themselves a home playoff game. I think as long as they finish top half, they shouldn't have any problem making the postseason. I think 4th and 5th, your 4th is probably still fine, but 5th place, and kind of depends on how you did what your record was in district in order to get to 5th place. So quick inbounds, and then looks like a quick foul again by Portales. Again, when they got the JV game, the clock's down to 4.9 seconds, so they're going to try to leak some time off the clock here, and don't want to put them at the line, though, as Alamo gets it in and drive to the basket, and the layup is good, and that is going to be it for regulation. And so Alamogordo is going to send this one to overtime for JV. So we're going to get 4 more minutes of basketball on the JV side. So we're going to start a little bit later. And again, apologies for anybody that maybe was going to tune into the NFL postseason coming up. But we're definitely going to be late getting to that game. Just a reminder that you can find that, I think, on CBS TV and on Paramount Plus. And I think if you go to Westwood One's website, you can stream the audio there. But we will have tonight's broadcast. We'll have both games for you tomorrow with no interruption in there. So just a heads up on all of that. So we're going to be running a little bit later here for overtime for JV, and varsity will get started. Boy, if I were to guess, probably closer to 2 o'clock would be my best guess, maybe even later than that. We'll see how much farther this goes. So they are going to set up the clock, and hopefully they put it to 4 minutes. As far as I know, that's how many minutes you should be playing in OT. Anyway, we did have one game already in the books today. Cloudcroft boys picked up the win over Loving. I believe it was, 51-35 was the final? Indeed. So the Bears are 8-9, and they get Dexter at home coming up on Friday for their next game. Sorry, still watching the clock here for the... Okay, they've changed the formats now. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? They were getting ready to start the overtime period, and I got distracted. Mescalero Apache boys and girls are both out at Texaco today, so they'll play a doubleheader. Girls then boys, I believe, is the tip-off schedule for that one. I don't think Texaco has any stream. Maybe on Huddle, you can check that out. But yeah, just a heads up if you are planning on wanting to check out that game. So. Again, the Alamogordo JV is in overtime, 57-57, and are going to try to grab a victory here. They had to come back. They were down 4 with under a minute to go and managed to fight back, got a missed free throw, and then made a layup and got themselves into the extra period. So kudos to those guys for continuing to work and play hard, and a lot of these guys will end up on the varsity side at some point in the near future. Some of them already get some varsity minutes, so definitely important for them to play in these kind of games and get this kind of experience without a doubt. So we'll take another break. A little bit of an extended Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019, and we'll be back.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back into the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Overtime happening for junior varsity basketball, so varsity's a little bit delayed. They were scheduled to tip off at 1:30, so probably closer to I would guess a 2 p.m. tip-off, if not a little bit after that maybe. We'll see. Also depends on how much they do warm-up clock in Portales, which sometimes it's 15, sometimes it's 20. Some of them are nice enough to do 10. I like that. Because, I think the kids have gone through their warm-ups in halftime and other points of the game, but, everybody's got the routine, so I understand that completely. So we get ready for district. We did have, I don't know if we ran through all of our finals last night. I don't know if we had the Thule girls before I went off the air yesterday. The Thule girls were winners over Chaparral on the road last night. Final score 43-27, so they're now 8-6 in the season. They've got Estancia on Tuesday. Sevilla Hernandez had 16 points. Emma Ostick had 11 points and 11 boards. So good effort overall there. And I think we mentioned on the broadcast yesterday, Mescler Apache boys and girls both lost to JAL. The Clowncroft boys got another win yesterday over Pine Hill. So overall, good. It looks like, I may have forgotten to put the boys' score on X yesterday for Mescler Apache, so my bad on that. I know we did put it up over on our Facebook feed there. Sometimes I just forget to copy and paste over, just how it goes sometimes. Try to remember to do those things. And then next week we'll obviously get into district for Alamogordo, and we'll be excited to see how that one goes, and so we'll see what happens. All right. Look forward to bringing you this afternoon's broadcast coming up here in just a little while. And the other games going on today, we talked about Mescler Apache boys and girls in action. Should mention Alamogordo Wrestling as well. They're down at the El Paso Bowie Tournament. So we'll look forward to seeing how the end results look there for the Alamogordo boys and girls wrestling teams. Portales boys basketball, they come into today's matchup at 7-8. They had wins over Los Alamos and Deming to begin their season. Then they would lose to Rio Rancho, Alamogordo, Lubbock Christian, Roswell, Lovington. Went on a little bit of a bad stretch there where they dropped 5 in a row. They would bounce back against Rio Grande, lost to Carlsbad by a point. They would lose to St. Mike's in back-to-back games, and then pick up wins over Bosque. They topped Ruidoso, Texaco, and last night they went to Albuquerque and beat Valley. So positive road win there, and they've definitely had some positives for sure on their results this year. And I'm impressed with that Carlsbad game. They played Carlsbad a little bit closer than Alamo did. So, like I said, I kind of get the feeling that maybe this game's going to be a little bit different than the first one. Alamo jumped out to a big lead, and that was, if I remember right, that was the first game out of the gate on that first or second game. I can't remember. It might have been the second game out of the gate at the Artesia tournament that morning. So maybe the early morning start time had a bit of an impact. It's hard to know for sure on that. So I don't know. Still a minute 14 left in the junior varsity game, and Alamo is up by 2. So we're still in a little bit of a holding pattern before that one gets going. Yeah, let's look forward to next week. In Alamogordo boys and girls both begin district. The boys will start on the road at Centennial. The girls will be at home. And then it's Oregon Mountain on Friday. Girls on the road. Boys will be at home for that matchup. And then just the usual Tuesday, Friday setup for the rest of the season. So pretty easy to remember that going forward. And if for boys varsity, 7 o'clock tip-offs the remainder of the season. So easy to remember that. The girls will be slightly different. The home games will start at 6:30. The road games will start at 7. So just be aware of that they no more C-team games, but Alamo's playing 5, 6:30. The road teams are choosing to go 5:30, 7 o'clock. So just being aware of what that's going to look like in the coming weeks. The Tularosa boys, they beat Hatch on Thursday. They've got the weekend off. They're going to play Magdalena at home coming up on Tuesday. Mesilla Valley Christian, they'll be on the road on Thursday. Nice to see them playing Mesilla Valley Christian again. I'll have to look back to last year, but because they were in the same district for so long, that was such a great rivalry. And then, I think Thule became a bigger school, or they went up in classification, and Mesilla Valley Christian, I think, might have actually dropped. They might have been a 1A team there for a little while. And so it kind of ebbed off, unfortunately. And, now Mesilla Valley's playing pretty well. They're top 5 team, I think, in 2A. So that should be a pretty good game coming up next week. Thule girls will have their tournament next week, which will go Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It looks like they open up against Silver. That's going to be a tough matchup. Is that right? I haven't seen the bracket yet, so no. Okay. Yeah, it shows them at Silver on the 22nd. I'm wondering if Silver plays in the tournament, and somebody put that in there. So it looks like Socorro probably is their opener. But they're also at Estancia coming up on Tuesday as well. So the Lady Cats will have a busy week next week. They'll play 4 games, and 3 of those will be at home. Cloudcroft boys and girls, I think, just have 1 game next week. They both host Dexter on Friday, and that is it. So there'll be a doubleheader up at Cloudcroft High School next week there. And then you've got Mescalero Apache boys and girls. They've got nothing next week, or at least the boys do. Let me double check and make sure the girls have the same schedule. Well, I see games against Alamogordo, but that's got to be like JV, because I don't believe they're playing. Yeah, it's a 1 p.m. start time. So I don't know if it's C-team or, well, it wouldn't be C-team. I guess it would have to be JV. I'll have to double check and see. I hadn't, unless both teams decided to pick up a game there. I can't imagine Alamo would play a Thursday game and in the middle of the afternoon before they have to play a district game the day after. So, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Oh, you know what it is? They're at the Tularosa tournament. The Alamo JV is playing at the Thule tournament. That's who they're playing. Mescalero Apache's playing at the Thule tournament as well. There it is. I was thinking the 1 p.m. tip-off was weird. I forgot that Mescalero Apache was playing in the Thule tournament this year. That's unusual for them. Alamo JV's trying to run down the clock here, and they're going to have to hit some free throws as the Tigers get fouled. They're still up by 1, 67-66, about 30 seconds remaining in the JV overtime. So, yeah, Mescalero girls also have a busy week next week. So they do have games. They'll be at the Tularosa tournament. The Mescalero boys are off. The Mescalero girls will play at the Thule tournament next week. Okay. So the Alamo JV up by 2 and trying to make it 3. They do not. And there's about 30 seconds left as Portales tries to tie up the game, and they do. So game is tied with about 20 seconds left. So we'll see if we get double overtime. Yeah, we're going to extend this pregame show as long as we can. So just so you know, we've got JV that's edging on possibly double overtime here. We'll see what happens. All right, we're going to take another break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Varsity for Alamogordo Portales is coming up. Will it be coming up after another overtime period in JV? There is a possibility, so we'll see. We'll come right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Discover our great mortgage loan rates, our competitive closing costs on conventional, VA, FHA, and first-time home buyers. This is Deborah from First National Bank. Affordable solutions for the home you deserve.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Are you ready to make a real difference in your community? Introducing the New Mexico Army National Guard. Serve your community with pride and become a part-time hero. Join our dedicated team and enjoy the adventure of a lifetime. Get full-time benefits without sacrificing your current career or education. When disaster strikes and your community needs assistance, you'll be there to lend a helping hand. So don't miss out on the opportunity to receive education, adventure, and financial stability, all while serving your country. Get started by calling 1-800-GO-GUARD.
As part of the ongoing effort to keep the roads of New Mexico safe, we would like to share a list of things you should never attempt behind the wheel of your automobile.
Texting your friends, wrestling your friends, eating a sandwich, making a sandwich, hugging your kids, buckling your kids, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, adjusting your seat, rubbing your feet, reading the paper, using a shaver, applying makeup, applying to college.
A large number of car crashes occur when the driver is doing something other than driving. Drive safe, New Mexico.
Paid for by the New Mexico Department of Transportation and aired in cooperation with the NMBA and the station.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the
game! Welcome back to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Alamogordo boys basketball getting ready to tip off soon. I'm going to go soon. Alamo JV is just taking the lead 70-68 on a couple of free throws. There's 5.6 seconds left in the overtime period. And so we'll see what happens. If Portales makes a bucket, we may be going to 2. If they make a 3, obviously, it'll be something that they'll grab the victory. But we'll see if Alamogordo Junior Varsity can hang on. Varsity's coming up for you here in just a little while. So possibly a 2 p.m. tip-off for tonight's, or I should say this afternoon's matchup between the Tigers and the Rams. As I said, these two teams played back in December. Alamogordo got an 80-73 win. And just looking at who Portales has played over the last few weeks, they've played some good basketball. So I kind of maybe expect this game to be a little bit different. As the Portales JV almost turned the ball over, 9/10 of a second to go. One of the Alamo players got a hand on it but couldn't control it. So 9/10 of a second. Nobody has any timeouts left, so this could possibly be it. 9/10 is certainly enough for a catch and shoot. So we'll see what we end up getting here as they look to inbound. And they do get a shot off. Oh, just off the front of the rim. That was a better look than I would have even imagined. So nice OT win for Alamogordo Junior Varsity. Those boys have to be excited. And we'll get into our warm-ups here for varsity in just a little while. So a win for the JV. We'll see if the varsity can do the same and finish up this road trip and finish up the week and stay undefeated in the calendar year of 2026. And I guarantee you if you told the Alamo coaches and players that they were 13-3 going into district, they would have been, I would imagine, over the moon. Now, I will say that you look at the every game they've lost this year, they could certainly feel like we could have won those games. It could have, Artesia, Carlsbad, and I think the same goes with the Goddard game. Just didn't necessarily play their best, but a lot of times you learn just as maybe more from your losses than you do from your victories. So there's a lot to be said about the Tigers and grabbing or maybe picking up a couple losses. If you're 16-0 going into districts, maybe you're not quite as prepared. You know the things that you haven't done well. I mean, I will say, and anytime you talk to Coach Bowman, he says there's always things that we want to do better, get better at. So I guarantee you, there's no sugarcoating that goes on from the coaching staff to the players. They're going to give them the real truth about, hey, this is what you need to improve on. This is, those kind of things. So we'll see as we get into district. But one more to go, and the Tigers, like I said, 13-3 is a really good spot to be at. Really unlikely. If they get to 20 wins, it would be super unlikely for them to miss the postseason. So if they can go 7-3 in district, I mean that's I think a very gettable number. And even if you don't, if you go 5-5, you're at 18 wins. So that's definitely not what Alamogordo wants. But Cruces kind of feels like they're rounding into shape as the team to beat, and maybe if anybody pulls off an upset against them this year in the district, that'll be surprising because of their size, and they've got such a quality coaching staff, and they just seem to to reload. It feels like tough to go up against, no doubt. But I'm sure Alamo is looking forward to that opportunity that they'll get when district gets started here before too long. So, but there's no doubt Mayfield's solid this year. Oregon Mountain has always got quality. Centennial's always a tough matchup for Alamogordo, and Gadsden's struggling this year. There's no doubt about that. Gadsden, I think they'll be excited to go to 4A next year in all their sports, because I think that is definitely going to make them more competitive. We've seen what it's done with their football program, with the remainder of their sports. I mean, gosh, their soccer program's already really good. In 4A, they're going to be super tough to beat. So, anyway, talking about district teams, I've been vamping a little bit because I think we're already 30 minutes into our pregame here on the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. If you're wondering why I'm not talking about basketball, we just got into warm-up, so that's why. We've got about 13 minutes on the warm-up clock, so if you're sitting there going, it's 1:45. Why is he not talking about the game? That's why I'm not talking about the game. So Alamogordo JV got a win in overtime if you're just tuning in. And so we're running a little bit late. But Tigers at 12-3, Portales at 7-8 into this afternoon's matchup. Let's go ahead and take another commercial break. We're on the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, extended edition. And we'll return right after this.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at OteroFCU.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, I wanted to get back in the game. So I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in New Mexico at highschoolofficials.com.
Big Brothers Big Sisters needs you. We are always looking for bigs and littles for both community-based and site-based matches. We only need 1 hour per week for you to invest in the life of a child. No special skills are required, just the ability to listen, care, and support. When you give us that 1 hour per week, together we can change a life. To get started, call Brenda Dorsey, Vice President of Rural Programs at 575-708-0716. Again, that number is 575-708-0716. Thank you in advance.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Welcome back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Alamogordo and Portales coming up in just about 10 minutes. We are running a little bit late due to the junior varsity going to overtime. Alamogordo, by the way, did get the win in JV, for those that might be wondering. And Alamogordo boys basketball got a win last night as they defeated the Clovis Wildcats. Final score of 67-58. 21 points for Jaden Hernandez, 12 points for Aaron Herrera. Julian Favela had 9, 8 each for Nate Best and Will Bynum. Nate had a really good game. Nate had, Ethan Grinder got into foul trouble early, and Nate and Diego and Bryson saw a few more minutes than maybe they normally do. And Nate's such a great athlete that I would love to see him. I think it's a little tough because he's not with the basketball team as much, because I think football is his main sport as much as some of the other guys. But as the season's going along, certainly he's become, I think, more acclimated, and he does a lot of things well. I mean, you definitely see some mistakes here or there, but I think you see that among a lot of the other players. But he's somebody that I think, as time goes along, he could really be a big bonus for Alamogordo because of his athleticism. You expect Julian and Will and Jaden and Aaron and Ethan. They're going to get theirs in most games. Jacob Ochoa, when he's on the mark shooting the basketball, he's somebody that can certainly get into double figures for the Tigers. And I mean, the question, a couple other guys. I mean, I think we've seen some positives from guys like James Sharp and Matthew Granados at times, and Andrew Herrera certainly too. He can give the Alamo some important minutes, and exciting to see. If Diego Ortega, he played a few minutes last night. With his size, he can provide a little bit more in the post for Alamogordo. And as he gets a little bit more comfortable being out there on the floor, hasn't played a ton of varsity basketball, and came out this year, and I think he's. In moments, he's certainly been some positives there for the Tigers, and the same with Bryson. So, and we've seen a few guys that normally play JV as well get some minutes, and have you can see the possibilities going forward as well. Somebody like Zayden Jednahar, or I'm going to have to think hard about some of the other guys there that I've had a chance to see so far this year. But Alamo's got a lot of pieces, and I mean a lot of it goes through Jaden. You see what he is offensively, and I also say his ability to facilitate too. He's a really strong passer. He sees the court really, really well. I honestly, and I think with Will, just kind of scratching the surface of where he can be. I think there's so much more improvement to come with his game going forward. I'm excited to watch that in the coming weeks, and hopefully next couple of years as well. That he's got such good touch with the basketball. That's one thing I noticed with a number of the guys on this team. When they shoot the basketball, their touch, the way it just sort of just barely, softly hits the rim, and it's one of those that you can sometimes, maybe it's not right on mark, but if because you've got that soft touch, it'll fall in for you. To me, that's a sign of a really strong shooter, and somebody who really plays the game well. So, all right, teams are meeting for captains right now in the center circle. And so still about 5 minutes to tip off. We're going to fit in another break as the Alamogordo boys basketball team takes on Portales for the second time this year. Tigers got the win at the neutral side at the Artesia tournament. They'll play again here in Portales and see how it goes for round 2. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, and Tiger basketball is on the way.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the NMAA, are the 47,000 high school sports and performing arts students in New Mexico. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Yes, we have not started yet, but we're getting closer. We've got about 3 minutes on the pregame clock, and we'll have tip-off coming up here in about 5, I would imagine. So, junior varsity went to overtime with the Alamo JV getting the win, but that's why we are running a tad behind schedule currently. So, officials ready to go. Players are just about ready to go. Almo's going to be in their road blacks again, just like last night. Portales will be in their home white jerseys this evening as both teams get ready for tonight's start. And we did have, 4 other games yesterday besides the Alamo boys. Thule girls won at Chaparral. Cloudcroft boys beat Pine Hill at the Dexter tournament. Jow beat Mescalero Apache boys and girls at home yesterday. Mescalero Apache boys and girls in action today at Texaco. Don't know if we'll have finals before we go off the air today. We will have, we do already have Cloudcroft boys getting the win over Loving a little bit earlier on today. So they were just a game under 500 now and get a little bit of a rest. They don't play again until next Friday when they host Dexter. That'll be a doubleheader, boys and girls, for Cloudcroft coming up next Friday. So for those of you making plans of where to go game-wise next week, Alamogordo boys and girls, they've got a home game on Tuesday for the girls, a home game on Friday for the boys. Thule girls host their tournament next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thule boys, I believe, are at home on Tuesday against Magdalena, and then on the road later in the week. And the Mescalero Apache boys have nothing next week. Mescalero Apache girls are going to be at the Thule tournament next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that is all happening next week And I think we got wrestling. I think swimming happens next weekend. There's no swimming this weekend for Alamogordo. And closing in on powerlifting as well. That, I believe, is happening. I think it's the final Saturday of January is their opener. I think it's the 31st. Or maybe it's the 30th. It might be maybe a Friday, actually. 30th sticks in my mind. I still haven't seen. I need to go on the Alamogordo Public Schools site, see if they put that up there. Maybe I missed it somewhere along the line. Totally possible. Very reasonable possibility that I might have missed that schedule. So, all right. It's 2 o'clock up right now as Alamogordo and Portales get ready to get started. We're going to get the national anthem going here in just a little bit, and we'll be ready for tonight's tip, or this afternoon's tip, I should say, between the Portales Rams and the Alamogordo Tigers. This one being played at Portales High School. Looks like Portales has black numerals along with their white jerseys and red outlining, and Alamogordo with gold numerals outlined in white. Okay, let's take a break. We'll come right back. Tip-off coming up next here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 1019. Thanks for tuning in to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. If you stayed with us the whole way, well, we appreciate the heck out of that. And the lineup currently being announced for Alamogordo, their starters, same as they have been in the last few games. Julian Favela, the junior, wearing number 0. The sophomore, Will Bynum, wearing number 1. The sophomore, wearing number 3, Jaden Hernandez. The junior, wearing number 10, Aaron Herrera. And senior, Ethan Grinder, wearing number 33. Tigers in their road blacks, gold numerals, outlined in white. They've got stripes up on the top of their jerseys and stripes on the bottom of the shorts. Goes white, gold, black, black, gold, white, in those setup. And as I said, for Portales, white jerseys with black numerals on the back and lettering on the front is in red. So Rams outlined in black and in red as they announced their reserves. Pierce Culpepper, 6'7" junior, wearing number 0, gets the start. Pat Alvarado, 6'3 senior, wears number 1. Jacoby Bamforth, the 5'9 sophomore, wearing number 2. Also getting the start, and I'll get you the rest of the group here in just a quick second for the Portales Rams as they get into their starters. Culpepper is going to be a challenge. He got into foul trouble, if I remember right, in that first game, but he's got some size, and I think Ethan matches up pretty decently with him, as will somebody like Diego or Julian for that matter as well. I think not too bad of a matchup when he has to guard him as well. Aiden Mestas, number 11, a 5'11 sophomore, and their final starter is number 21, Latrell Long, a 5'7 junior. It'll be Alamogordo going left to right in the first half, and Portales going right to left as we're finally ready to get this one underway. I think my first guess was that we'd get started after 2, and so do want to give you a programming note for those of you that might be tuning in for the NFL postseason. We were hoping to be a little bit further along at this point and get you to the Buffalo-Denver game, but we'll get you that one after it started. So just a heads up if you're tuning in for that today here on Alamo Sports and Talk. Ball is tipped and continue to be tipped, and Alamogordo is going to win it as Grinder gets to it. And a left corner 3 going to be fired up quickly by Julian Favela. That's no good. And the rebound is cleared by Portales, and they'll bring the ball into the front court. Man-to-man defense for Alamogordo. Over to the left corner. 3 is on the way, and that is good from Pat Alvarado. So Portales gets off to a quick start, and they lead 3-0 with 7:36 to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard in the first. And Bynum held on to the ball. He was going to pass it, but made a late decision to keep it and drug his pivot foot, and Alamogordo turns it over. So we'll see how Alamo handles maybe a little bit of a tough start here. If Portales gets another bucket, they'll inbound, and the ball near midcourt, but stolen away by the Tigers. It's Jaden Hernandez working to the rim. Layup attempt, no good. Tip-in is there, though, as Will Bynum was on the follow, and Alamogordo makes it a 3-2 game. Portales quickly the other way, then almost lost the basketball. Driving, shot going to be blocked by Alamogordo. Favela was able to basically move the ball around his back and keep it. Hernandez is going to find Grinder underneath for an easy lay-in, and the Tigers quickly take the lead. Culpepper coming up the floor, gives it up, and into the lane Long. Long almost lost the handle, kicks it outside. Ball at the right wing in the hands of Mestas. Mestas driving, gets into the lane, goes up with the shot, and the little up and under doesn't go in. Grinder is able to get to a tipped rebound. Tigers quickly the other way as Herrera finds Hernandez, and a timeout going to be called by Portales. So after giving up that first bucket, the Tigers score 6 straight points and really beat out the Rams in transition a couple of times there to get some easy buckets. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. 6:37 to go first quarter. It's the Tigers 6 and the Rams 3 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Points from Bynum, who followed up a Jaden Hernandez miss. And then the Tigers on the break. Hernandez fed Grinder. Herrera gave it up to Hernandez for easy lay-ins. And the Tigers, they are a tough team to beat if you're going to go an up and down the floor game because of the athleticism of these guys, and they make good decisions in the open court for the most part. So that was kind of the issue in the first game. Rams turned the ball over a lot, if I remember right, and that's what led to Alamo jumping out to a big lead. So Alamo going to show some pressure in the backcourt here against the Rams. 2-2-1 press. Culpepper's got the basketball. He's going to get up head to Long. Long had the ball deflected away as Grinder got his hand up. Herrera pushing up the floor, top of the key. Finds Hernandez in the left corner. Hernandez with a ball fake. Goes back to Herrera. Left corner, he's got an open look at 3, and he puts it in. Aaron Herrera with the bucket, and Alamogordo leads now 9-3. Rams coming up the floor. Bounce pass to the left wing. Mestas drives in the lane. Finds Alvarado, who's in the low post on the left side. He puts the lay-in in. Tigers quickly the other way as Hernandez has got the ball at the left wing. Jaden dribbles there to the top of the key. Tried to pass it to Favela, but the ball's deflected away and stolen by the Rams. Coming to the basket and missing on the shot was Bamforth. Now a battle for the rebound is going to deflect out of bounds last off of Portales, and it'll be Alamogordo basketball. Doing my best to keep up with quick back and forth there. 5:51 to go. First quarter, Tigers 9, Rams 5. Alamo again going left to right on your radio dial. Rams going right to left. And coming across the midcourt line is Herrera. Grinder now to Hernandez, who finds Bynum at the left wing. Bynum will give it to Grinder at the elbow. And they'll call a foul on Bamforth. And our first foul of the game. Tigers need to inbound at the far sideline. As they'll give the inbound to Hernandez. Right back to Bynum, left wing extended. He dribbles there to Herrera. Aaron with the basketball. Matchup zone here for the Rams. Favela is going to get the ball at the free throw line. He'll miss on the jump shot. Rebound grabbed by Mestas. Now to be Bamforth pushing it up the floor. Actually, Long. Long's going to find Culpepper, who was waiting in the low post. Easy lay in there as the Rams break through Alamogordo's pressure and get the easy layup. Favela will go to Grinder at the free throw line. Out to the corner, it's Hernandez. He'll fire up a three. He puts it in. Jaden Hernandez knocks down the triple. And quick whistle here as the hoop went up through the cylinder, so they wanted to get that cleared out. 12-7 Alamogordo, 4:51 to go in the first quarter as the Rams bring it in the front court. Ball goes to Culpepper. Right of the lane, little turnaround jump shot. That's going to be no good. Nice defense by Grinder. And Alamogordo comes the other direction with Herrera to the left wing. Aaron top of the key finds Jaden. Jaden bounce pass to Favela. He gets an open look at three. No good. Rebound. Bynum's able to grab it in the corner. Almost had it docked away. Hernandez will try to go underneath to Favela, but just a little too much on that pass. He did have Favela underneath, but that one was coming at a high rate of knots. Sub for Alamogordo is Jacob Ochoa will check into the game, and Julian Favela will get a rest. 4:24 to go first quarter. Tigers 12, Rams 7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Bamforth with the basketball, threw it at the leg of Hernandez, and Alamo comes the other way as Bynum feeds it to Hernandez, and Hernandez with his 7th point here early on. Alamogordo leads 14-7. Bounce pass to the right. Bamforth will go to the right corner. Long fires up a three. That's no good. Rebound tipped up to the basket, and that's no good. And then the rebound tipped out of bounds. It was Alvarado, I think, that got his hand on it. And anyhow, it'll be Tiger basketball. Even 4 minutes to go in the first quarter with Alamogordo leading by 7. And it'll be Hernandez that will bring the ball into the front court. Left wing gives it to Herrera. Grinder. Now Hernandez right wing. Jaden gives it up to Will. Grinder left wing. I thought he was going to take the three. He decided to pass. Herrera top of the key. And they give it to Grinder. Grinder, cross-court pass, finds Jaden. Right corner three. He hits it. 10 points in the first quarter for Jaden Hernandez. Alamogordo leads 17-7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 3:30 remaining. Into the front court with it. It's Long. He'll give it up to Culpepper. Culpepper into a couple defenders. Ball is worked around to the low post and eventually to Alvarado, who has 7 of his team's 9 points. And that bucket is good. 17-9, Alamogordo in front. 3:15 to go in the first. Ochoa handles the ball into the front court. Ochoa cross-court pass was a little bit late. It gets deflected into the backcourt where Herrera tried to track it down. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be, looks like Portales basketball. So near sideline inbounds for Culpepper. Granados is into the game for Alamogordo. As the ball goes to the left wing and out between the circles, they give it to Culpepper. Culpepper fires up a three. That's no good. Rebound grabbed by Alvarado. His putback is good. Pat Alvarado continues a strong first quarter, and he cuts it to a 6-point deficit. Quick pass into the front court to Grinder. Grinder had the ball taken away from him by Culpepper, and here comes Portales the other way. Bamforth stops at the left elbow, then gives it back to Ethan Crawford, who just checked into the game. Culpepper's got the ball. Culpepper looking to drive on Grinder. Good defense by Ethan. Now it's Long with the basketball. Long tried to feed Alvarado in the low post. He's able to corral it, but his up and under shot is no good. And we've got a whistle as Hernandez is bringing it up the floor. It'll be a foul on Portales, and it'll be Alamogordo basketball. So it's Herrera. Now Nate Best into the game for Alamogordo. Ochoa, Granados, and Hernandez for Alamogordo. Second team foul, by the way, on that last whistle. 17-11, Alamogordo in front, 2:24 to go first quarter. Pretty good student section in attendance this afternoon for Portales. Top of the key, it's Best with the basketball. He finds Ochoa underneath. Ochoa high off the glass, couldn't get the bucket to go. And Portales got the rebound, and they'll race the other direction. Long, right into the lane, goes up with the shot attempt. It is a offensive foul as Best draws the charge underneath. That was something the Tigers did well last night. They probably drew 5 or 6 charges last night. Andrew Herrera coming into the game for Alamogordo as he checks in for his brother Aaron. 2:02 to go first quarter. Jaden will bring it in the front court for Alamogordo. Between the circles, goes to the right elbow to Best. Best will give it up to Granados. Right corner three for Hernandez, and he hits another one. Third three of this first quarter. Alamogordo leads 20-11. Big first quarter for Jaden Hernandez. Long top of the key, goes to the right wing. Crawford fires up a three, no good. Underneath, the rebound and the putback is there, though, for Dejon Preston. Tigers the other way with it, up by 7, 20-13. Driving the baseline, and a bounce pass eventually gets to Granados with a player at his ankles, but they're going to say that player had his foot on the near sideline, and so it's out of bounds off of Portales. And a timeout now called by Portales. We'll take one as well. 20-13, 1:22 to go first quarter. The Alamogordo Tigers in front of the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Full timeout on the floor.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Alamogordo is in front 20-13 after a timeout by Portales. Inbounds goes to Ochoa from Best. Ochoa trying to work in the lane. Almost lost the handle. Gets it outside to Andrew Herrera. Andrew will send a cross-court pass to Jaden Hernandez now. Diego Ortega is into the game as he sets a screen. Jaden will back off of that, though, and at the left wing extended, he'll now hand it off to Ochoa. Ochoa, top of the key three on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Best. His putback is no good. Rebound grabbed by the Rams. And pushing up the floor is Mestas. Top of the key now, Bamforth finds Mestas right of the lane. He'll go back to Bamforth, work it outside. Preston to left wing. Now Bamforth fires up a corner three. That's good. So Jacoby Bamforth with the three, and Portales cuts it down to a 4-point game, 20-16. Hernandez with the basketball. Near midcourt, now to Ochoa, 31 seconds left. Hernandez back to Ochoa. Jacob works to the baseline. Gets cut off, finds Best at the free throw line. Best will find Ortega. Nice dish. The defenders came out to close it on Best. That left Diego open, and Ortega with the easy lay-in. 13 seconds left to go, 22-16. Mestas has the ball at the top of the key. Goes to Alvarado at the right wing. Now it's Preston. Preston right of the lane. Tough shot. Just kind of throws it up. Alamogordo gets the rebound, and not much time to put a shot up, and that'll do it for one. Alamogordo leads 22-16 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard after 1 quarter of play. We'll come right back after this.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. And the Alamogordo Tigers in front, 22-16. We're through one quarter of play. Again, a programming notes. As soon as we're done here, we'll get you guys to Buffalo and Denver. I know they're kicking off here in about 10 minutes. But we'll have that, and, of course, we'll have the full evening game tonight as well. So inbounds for Portales. They go right to left, Tigers left to right. And Alamo up by 6. Bamforth with the basketball out between the circles. And he'll give it up to Alvarado at the top of the key. Now to right wing. 3 on the way is up and in for Aiden Mestas. It's 22-19 now. Alamogordo into the front court with it. Herrera tried to feed a pass to Grinder, but that's going to go off his hands out of bounds. Tigers have their starting 5 on the floor here with 7:40 to go in the second and haven't been able to pull away. I think they got out to about a 10-point lead, but the Rams have continued to make shots and keep this one close. Mestas with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Hernandez. And he'll give it up to Culpepper. Culpepper looking to work left of the lane. Culpepper goes up with the shot and finishes over Grinder. Pierce Culpepper's got 4, and it's a 1-point game, 22-21, as Bynum in the corner gets it outside to Hernandez. Jaden top of the key. He's being double-teamed, working left of the lane. Finds Herrera at the top of the key. Aaron with it. Finds Grinder. Right elbow. Now right corner. Favela 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped up in the air. And now on the floor. Grinder gets to it. They're going to call a foul. Interesting. I think they called that on Grinder. It didn't feel like he pushed anybody there. The player just sort of fell. But quickly to the front court, and the top of the key 3 is no good from Bamforth, but the rebound is grabbed by Crawford. Back to Bamforth. They find Alvarado at the right wing. Alvarado gives it up to Crawford. Culpepper. Now Alvarado, turnaround shot from the left of the lane is no good. Another offensive board. Bamforth has his shot blocked, and the loose ball this time comes to Herrera. Herrera with the ball in the backcourt. He'll get it to the top of the key. Work right of the lane, find Favela. Favela going to try again from the corner, and that's no good. Julian not with the shooting touch from 3 so far in this game. And a nice feed as Crawford goes up with a shot attempt. He has his shot blocked. Then the ball quickly up ahead to Grinder. Grinder, his shot is good, and he's fouled. Ethan Grinder. The ball, he got contacted, and the ball sort of was almost like on his wrist, and he just sort of pushed it up and got it to the backboard and got a little kind iron there, and so he gets a chance at a 3-point play. By the way, Jaden Hernandez led the Tigers with 13 points in that first quarter. 2 for Bynum, 3 for Aaron Herrera, 2 for Ethan Grinder. Now he's got 4. And he'll miss on the free throw, but Bynum gets the rebound. Bynum, though, loses the basketball. And Portales has it in the backcourt. Rams able to break the Tiger pressure. They tried a alley-oop to Culpepper. Grinder came across. It looked like he got that cleanly, but must have caught him on the arm. Came through him first before he got to the basketball. Yeah, official says he caught him on the arm. Culpepper to the line. He's got 4 points. He will make on the free throw. 24-22, Alamogordo in front. Alvarado had 9 in that first quarter for the Rams. But yes, a much different looking game than what we saw at the Artesia tournament. Alamo hasn't been able to get in transition nearly as much. They did early on, but not as much as the game has progressed, as the free throw is good. And it's a 1-point game, 24-23. Bynum will bring it to the front court for Alamogordo. Bynum gives it up to Aaron Herrera at the right wing. Bryson Bloom is in the game. Grinder picked up his second foul on that whistle. As Hernandez goes to the right wing, fires another 3. That's no good. We've got a foul away from the basketball. That's going to be on Portales. I think Crawford fouled Herrera. Notice Herrera was on a seat out near the center circle. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They called the foul on the shot attempt. So this is, I believe, going to be 3 free throws. Let's try that again. 3 free throws for Jaden Hernandez. It was kind of a late whistle, and I thought it was something away from the shot, but not the case. So 25-23, 5:45 to go in the second. Jaden will make on the first 2. Now 26-23, and he'll have one more. Great first half for Hernandez. 15 points. He'll try to make it 16 here with another free throw as it goes up, and that will go in as well. 27-23, Alamogordo in front. Portales gets it in the front court. Preston finds a cutting Culpepper. Up and under move, unable to finish. And here come the Tigers the other way. Bynum works himself into the lane. Spin move to the basket. High off the glass and good. Nice smooth motion for Will Bynum as he sort of worked in the lane and then spun the opposite direction, worked left of the lane, and got the layup. Crawford, Culpepper, Preston, baseline jump shot is good. Nice passing from Portales in this game. Just real quick touch passing as Hernandez gets it up ahead to Herrera. Herrera at the right wing. Pass is going to be deflected and stolen away to the other direction, and the easy lay-in for Alvarado. And we've seen 2 or 3 of those where Alamogordo's just been kind of lazy with the cross-court passing from far sideline to near sideline, and it's allowed, or I should say, Portales to get some steals. 29-27. Bloom gives it up to Bynum. Now it's Herrera, top of the key, hits a 3. Second 3 of the game for Aaron Herrera, and the Tigers' lead is 32-27. 4:36 to go in the second. As Alamogordo worked the zone and got the open look. Preston in the right corner for the Rams. They go back to him off a pass from Culpepper, and Preston's going to finish in close. He's got 6. Alamogordo leads 32-29. Ball at the left wing with Bynum. Bynum guarded by Bamforth. He'll give it up to Herrera. Aaron will go to Favela right wing. Julian into the lane. Goes up with the shot attempt, and he finishes. Preston was trying to draw the charge, but Favela just sort of leaned around him. We've got a whistle, and is it another timeout for Portales? Or did Alamogordo get the timeout before the inbounds? Okay, Alamogordo gets the timeout. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 4:05 to go in the second. Alamogordo 35, Portales 29.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Out of the timeout, looks like Jaden Hernandez is going to get a rest here for Alamogordo. Grinder back out of the floor, Favela, Bynum, and Ochoa. Tigers look like they're switching up their defense maybe just a little bit. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds off of Herrera as Long threw it right at his foot. Mounds in the backcourt will go to Culpepper, and Culpepper will bring it to the left wing. They go out to the left corner. 3 on the way is up and good. Mestas makes the 3, his second of the game, as they break down the Alamogordo zone nicely. And it's 34-32. Herrera top of the key. Gives it up to Favela. Favela looking to drive left in the lane all the way to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound pulled in by Alvarado. And the Rams can tie it or take the lead here. 3:30 to go in the second. Working right of the lane. John gets into the lane, and he traveled. Yeah, I was going to say. He sort of came to I don't want to say a sliding stop, but I think he sort of shuffled his feet. And Alamogordo gets the ball back. 3:23 to go in the second on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 34-32. Kind of similar to last night. Alamo just hasn't been able to pull away. They've had the lead. There's a bad pass as Ochoa was trying to find Grinder. Rams get out ahead of it, and the lay-in is up and good for Latrell Long. Tie game, 34-34, 3:05 to go in the second. Herrera Goes the top of the key, gives it up to Grinder. Now it's Bynum at the left wing. Bynum will dribble there. And another cross-court pass that is stolen away. Alamo has committed a lot of turnovers, which really haven't been necessary. Culpepper gets in the lane, goes up with the runner, and that's going to go in, and the Rams take the lead, 36-34. Tigers definitely got to clean up the turnovers here as they get in the front court. Grinder will give it to Bynum. Now between the circles, Ochoa. Ochoa to the right wing to Favela, and Favela took his eye off it, and it goes out of bounds. We'll see some subs here for Alamogordo. Granados, Andrew Herrera come in, Bryson Bloom, Nate Best. Tigers down by 2:31 to go in the second quarter. Alamo has not trailed very much at half this year. It's been an unusual occurrence, so we'll see what happens with these final couple minutes. 3 on the way is no good from Long, but the rebound grabbed by the Rams. Culpepper will try a top of the key 3, and he hits it. So the Tigers 39-34 trail. Have trouble getting into the front court. Best is able to get to it. Finds Granados open in the right corner. Granados will pass to Herrera. Aaron's got it, and he dribbles top of the key. Under 2 minutes to go. Alamo down by 5. Ball at the left wing, Herrera. Herrera going to lose the handle on the basketball. He goes driving in. And it'll be Portales basketball, and Tigers got to be careful to not find themselves in a big hole here. Driving left of the lane, and a foul going to be called on Alamogordo as Bloom was trying to draw the charge, and it was Mestas that was driving in. And it'll be an inbounds play for the Rams, baseline left of the basket. 1:43 remaining in the second. Tigers down by 5. Ball goes to the top of the key. Mestas from just in front of the free throw line fires in the jump shot. Timeout Alamogordo as they trail 41-34, 1:37 to go in the second quarter. And it looks like a full timeout for the Tigers. We'll take a break. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Rams with some pressure in the backcourt. Tigers trail by 7. Granados gives it to Andrew Herrera. Herrera will get it across the timeline and may have gotten away with the travel. Granados gives it to Aaron Herrera. Aaron at the top of the key, working into the lane. They're going to call a foul out top. Just be an inbounds play for Alamogordo. So it'll be a near sideline inbounds for Alamogordo. Best looking to inbounds. And a late sub here from Portales as they'll sub out Latrell Long. And so an inbounds coming up as Best will find Herrera in the right corner. Andrew with the basketball. And another cross-court pass that was a little dangerous there. Herrera right wing, back to Granados. Granados will go to Best. Left corner 3 on the way is good. Boy, Alamo needed that. Big 3 from Nate Best. 41-37. Under a minute to go. This is where they need to show some improvement defensively. Alamo has not had a good half. Culpepper, cross-court pass, wide open 3 is on the way, and it's good from Ethan Crawford. There's been a lot of those in this game, and it's the Almo's playing zone, and they're just not getting to the spots and making it difficult for the shooters. Andrew Herrera almost loses the basketball in the lane, but was able to tip it to his brother Aaron. Aaron will go to Granados now. 29 seconds to go. Matthew will give it up to Aaron. 44-37. Aaron working right of the lane, still with the basketball. He's double-teamed. Goes underneath to Bloom. Bloom goes up with the shot. He's fouled, and a chance at a three-point play. Bryson Bloom held strong, dealt with the contact, got the lay-in. Rams were kind of scrambling and throwing double teams out on the perimeter. It left somebody open. It was Bryson. And the late help. And so it'll be one free throw coming up as they'll get a sub in for the Rams. 18.1 seconds remaining. Bryson will miss, but the rebound and a quick putback from Best, that's no good. Culpepper has the rebound this time, gives it up to Crawford. Crawford goes to Bamforth. Pass over to Crawford, or I should say to Culpepper. Now they'll go to Bamforth. Mestas going to fire up a three. He hits it at the buzzer. And that is going to do it for the half. And Portales is going to lead 47-39 as we go to the locker room. Tigers defensively are going to really have to get things going for themselves in the second half as they struggled. Rams with almost 50 points in the half. 47-39, we go to halftime on the Otero Federal Credit, or I should say on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up for you next.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Discover our great mortgage loan rates, our competitive closing costs on conventional, VA, FHA, and first-time home buyers. This is Deborah from First National Bank. Affordable solutions for the home you deserve.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at OteroFCU.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We're at halftime with Portales leading Alamogordo 47-39. They have been shooting the lights out in this game. They've got three guys in double figures. Here's Culpepper, Pat Alvarado, and Aiden Mestas, each with 11. How many threes do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-pointers. 3 points each for Jacoby Bamforth, Ethan Crawford, 6 for Dejon Preston, 2 for Latrell Long. On the Alamogordo side, Jaden Hernandez, 16 points, so 13 of those in the first quarter. And then spread out after that, 6 points for Aaron Herrera, who's got a couple of threes, 4 for Ethan Grinder, and for Will Bynum, 3 points for Nate Best, 2 each for Diego Ortega, Bryson Bloom, and Julian Favela. Defensively, the Tigers run a lot of zone, and the Rams are making good passes, and they're hitting their shots when they get open looks. So That may not continue as the second half goes along. That's one of those things that, you shoot really well like that. Is that going to continue? But Alamo just needs to at least be making it a little bit more difficult on those shooters on the outside. That's been, I think, one of the key things that you can look at in that first half that concerning for Alamogordo. Offensively, I think they've been fine. Turnovers have also been a big issue. They haven't led to a ton of points, but they just haven't been able to, it ruins their offensive possession. So, and it's been, I hate to use the term lazy, but they're kind of lazy passes. They've just sort of, not enough zip on them, and you're going from one side of the court to the other because Portales is playing a zone as well, and Portales is reading it and jumping into the passing lanes, and Alamo's, just not been forceful enough, I think, with those passes and crisp enough, whereas I think Portales has been, considerably better in that aspect of the game so far. All right, we are at halftime, 47-39. It's Portales in front of Alamogordo on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and we'll return right after this.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back into the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. And it is a Portales lead at half, 47-39. We've still got a couple minutes till the second half gets underway. Rams have already come back out onto the floor. Tigers are still in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Tigers are back out from the locker room as well. So we'll see how the Tigers do in the second half. And, again, good first half from Jaden Hernandez, 16 points. I said the big aspect of Alamogordo they're going to have to improve upon is defensively, or just hope that Portales really cools off shooting. That probably is the one that you would have to hope for, is that they don't shoot the ball as well as they did in that first half. So it's kind of one of those you want to be able to control it as best you can. So we shall see. And, three different – that's the tough part, is you've got three different guys in double figures, so it's not just one player for them that's just absolutely lighting the world on fire. So that makes it a little extra challenging, but we'll see what happens there. I take it back. Tigers now coming out. I saw Coach Bowman out there, and here come the Tigers out onto the floor as they get ready for the second half of play and try to rally back. They haven't had to do that a lot this year. I'm genuinely trying to think off the top of my head. I'm fairly certain that they've had the lead at the half in almost all of their wins this season. They might have had the lead against Carlsbad when they lost that game, but man, I'm trying to run through the games in my brain, and I don't really. It hasn't happened very often. Alamogordo has been trailing at halftime, so another one of those things that I think is a positive for them. But man, they don't want to pick up a loss here heading into district. That would be disappointing, and you'd certainly feel disappointed after a nice win last night against Clovis. But I think Portales might be better than Clovis just from what I've seen so far. But yeah, see how the second half goes. Still a little bit of time on the warm-up clock. I think they're going to let that run all the way out. Tigers will put their starting five out there. Favela, Herrera, Bynum, Hernandez, and Grinder. Tigers right to left in the first half, and the Rams go left to right. Officials look like they're ready to go, and we're ready to get the second half underway as Hernandez will give it up to Herrera. Herrera at the left wing, tried to go to Hernandez in the corner, ball deflected. Jaden was able to get to it, keep the Alamogordo possession. Hernandez goes to Herrera in the corner. Herrera again loses the basketball, able to tip it, but it goes into the backcourt, and I think that's going to be, it should be a backcourt on Alamogordo. And it is. Now, that was two things, defensively and offensive turnovers for Alamogordo that really plagued them in that first half, and that was a sloppy opening possession for the Tigers. Inbounds goes to Alvarado, then back to Culpepper. Culpepper working right of the lane, and then he'll give it up to Bamforth out top. Bamforth working left of the lane. He'll go back out to the left wing, and the ball outside now. Mestas with it. He's guarded by Bynum. Alamogordo in a man-to-man. Mestas fires a three, and he hits another one. That was not an easy shot. Tigers defended that well. That's one of those you just kind of have to shrug your shoulders and go back the other way. Here is Hernandez, free throw line jump shot. That's back of the rim, no good. Grinder gets the rebound. Put back is there for him. He's got 6. Alamogordo down 50-41. Mestas gets the ball in the front court quickly at the free throw line. He tried to bounce pass it, ended up going right to Favela. Hernandez almost has the ball taken away. Julian's now got it. He brings it into the front court, top of the key. Gives it up to Jaden, left corner. Aaron Herrera, wide open three, no good. Rebound out to the corner. Bynum will track it down for the Tigers. Gives it up to Jaden, top of the key. Jaden trying to get in the lane, had the ball deflected away, goes to Favela. Favela working into the lane, goes up with a tough shot, and the rebound is grabbed by Culpepper. Culpepper gives it up to Mestas. Now back to Culpepper at the left wing. Now Culpepper looking to work his way in. He's going to lose the basketball, dribble it out of bounds. So both teams with a number of turnovers here. And 6:28 to go in the third. Alamogordo basketball down by 9. As Bynum will give it up to Herrera. Now to Hernandez, right wing extended. Right corner. Favela thought about a three. That's no good. Grinder at the free throw line. Going to fire up a jump shot. No good. Favela's got the rebound. His putback is no good. We've got a whistle and a foul, and Julian will go to the line to shoot 2. Julian's going to miss on the first. Not a lot of free throws in this game for Alamogordo. And Portales going to call a timeout. So maybe with the defensive change-up for Alamogordo, they're going to change things in what they're doing. Because Alamo did go to man-to-man, dropped out of or left the zone defense. And so both teams in their respective huddles. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Tigers with a bucket. Same with Portales, but they've extended their lead by 1 from halftime. As they made a 3 with Aiden Mestas. Ethan Grinder with the bucket for Alamogordo. Yeah, very curious to see what happens in the second half. Alamo hasn't had to play from behind a ton this year. So we'll see what we end up getting. Favela misses on both. Culpepper grabs the rebound. And here come the Rams the other way. Bamforth working to the top of the key in a big huddle of players and eventually loses the basketball. Here is Jaden Hernandez all the way to the bucket, misses on the lay-in. Herrera's got the rebound. His putback is there. He's fouled and a chance at a three-point play. So Aaron Herrera on the follow-up for the Tigers. As Portales has turned it over a few times here to begin the half and giving Alamogordo at least an opportunity. A 7-point game is Aaron will shoot the free throw. And he will miss. Culpepper again with the rebound as the Tigers 0-3 now here in the quarter. Rams break the pressure. Mestas to the free throw line, fired up a jump shot or was going to, but ends up passing it. Alvarado gets it, and a nice pass from the corner is no good. First shot no good, second shot no good. Alamogordo gets the rebound with Favela. So a couple of in-close opportunities for the Rams that go missing. Tigers up by 7, or down by 7, as Herrera puts up a 3. Grinder gets the rebound, shot no good, and a foul going to be called. And I think Ethan's going to go to the line to shoot 2. He will. So they'll call the foul on Culpepper, and Grinder goes to the line. Tigers 3 of 7 at the line. Those 3 made ones all from Jaden Hernandez. And the free throw no good, and Tigers continue to shoot poorly from the line here to begin the quarter. They've missed all 4 attempts. One more for Ethan Grinder. And he will make the second. Ethan with 7. Tigers lead, or Tigers deficit is 6. See how often I've said deficit this year? I'm having trouble with it. Rams into the front court, and underneath, Bamforth has got it, goes into the lane and finds Mestas. That shot is no good. Tigers will outlet quickly ahead to Hernandez. Jaden with the ball top of the key. Jaden kicks it out. Herrera thought about a 3, decides to pass it up, goes up with the jump shot left of the lane. He thought he got fouled. He makes it anyway. And Herrera into double figures with 10. Ball deflected by Favela. And then off of, looks like it went off of Mestas, and the Tigers are going to get the possession right back. So the Rams with a rough start to the second half. Tigers will try to cut into it here. Favela corner 3, no good. Rebound is tipped out of bounds or about out of bounds to the corner, but it's saved, but it goes right to Grinder. Herrera finds Hernandez, top of the key 3, good. Jaden Hernandez now with 19, his 4th 3 of the game. 1-point difference, 50-49. Tigers pressuring in the backcourt. Rams try to go over the top, but they overthrow it. It goes out of bounds, and Alamogordo is going to get it right back. So the Alamo defense, which was struggling at the end of that second quarter, is finding their legs again, and they've got a chance to take the lead. Here is Hernandez, going to fire up the top of the key 3, no good. Rebound is going to be deflected out to the corner, last off of Long, and Alamogordo will keep possession. That's the other thing. A lot of these 50-50 balls are not going Portales' way. There's just been a little bit of bad luck on for their part as well. Inbounds, Grinder, working in the lane, goes up with the shot. It's no good. Culpepper played some pretty good defense there. And he'll give it up to Long. Long guarded by Favela in the backcourt. He'll find Culpepper now. Culpepper looking to attack, goes to the basket, lays it up and in. He draws the foul, and a chance at a 3-point play. Kind of had Ethan off balance there already when he went to attack. And Ethan tried to get the block, but Culpepper did a nice job of protecting the basketball. Culpepper will make the bucket, and that was a big 3-point play for the Rams as they stem a little bit of the Tigers' run. 53-49. As we continue along here in the third quarter, 4 minutes to go. Tigers down by 4. They're working on the perimeter here. They're going right to left. Rams going left to right. Between the circles, it's Bynum. Finds Herrera left corner. Aaron will dribble out of that spot, work into the lane. Goes to Grinder at the right wing. Ethan hands it off to Bynum now. Will looking to pick through traffic, goes back outside to Aaron Herrera. Now it's Jaden Hernandez. Hernandez working left in the lane, finds Grinder. He'll fire up the long jump shot, puts it in from about 16 feet out. Nice bucket there from Ethan Grinder as Hernandez got double team left lane and left Ethan open. 53-51. Culpepper's got the ball at the right wing. He'll fire up a three. Shot was blocked by Grinder. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, as Alamogordo was coming up the floor. And it'll be Tiger basketball. 53-51 Portales. 3:17 to go in the third quarter. Inbounds to Hernandez. He'll give it to Bynum. Right back to Hernandez. Herrera at the left wing. Now Bynum left corner. Bynum will go to Herrera. Top of the key. Herrera working right of the lane. He's going to be fouled by Culpepper, who came in late on the help. And Aaron Herrera will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Aaron's got 4 points in the quarter. And he's tucking in his jersey again. And there'll be 2 free throws for the Tiger Junior. He is 0 of 1 at the line. And he makes the first. Preston comes into the game for Culpepper. For Portales. Tigers stick with their starting 5. Hasn't been a lot of subs for Alamogordo in this half so far. Herrera's going to miss. Rebound grab by Portales. 1 point game still, 53-52. Rams get it into the front court, and ball going to be almost stolen away by the Tigers, but the loose ball comes outside to Alvarado. Now it is at the right elbow. Long. Ball deflected outside. Right wing Mestas drives in. Mestas tried to feel a little pocket pass to Alvarado, but it's deflected away. Then Hernandez gets a steal and gives it to Herrera. Herrera racing up the far sideline. He goes all the way to the basket. Couldn't finish. Grinder on the follow. He couldn't finish, but we've got a whistle and a foul. Let's see. And that's on Ethan's shot. It looks like it is on Ethan's shot. I didn't know if maybe it was going to be on Aaron's. So Ethan working hard in the on the offensive glass draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. He is 1 of 3 at the stripe. Can put Alamogordo in front for the first time in the second half if he makes both. He will miss front rim on the first. See Nate Best come into the game. Aaron Herrera will get a rest with 2:29 to go in the third quarter. And then another timeout called by Portales. So the Rams, full timeout on the floor. 2:29 to go third quarter, and the Tigers trailing 53-52. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all else subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Welcome back. The Tigers trailing 53-52. Timeout called by Portales. And Grinder was still a second free throw to come, so he goes to the line to try and tie this game up. Ethan will miss. Rebound. Grabbed by Portales. Alvarado's got it, but then he gives it right to Favela. Favela goes up with a shot, and that's good. So the Tigers do take the lead, but it's on a Favela layup off of the steal. Alamogordo really forcing some turnovers in this second half As the ball comes to the front court with Alvarado, he'll give it up to Bamforth. Now at the top of the key to John. John splits a couple defenders, gets in the lane. Pull-up jump shot is good. I'm sorry, Latrell Long. Sorry. I don't know why I keep calling the wrong name there. 55-54, Rams back in front. 1:55 to go third quarter. Bynum's got the ball at the left wing. And he'll dribble now between the circles. And Bynum will go to Hernandez, then back to Bynum. Bynum goes to the corner to Best. Nate dribbles there and goes right into the post to Grinder. His shot no good. Best got the rebound, but his shot is no good as well. And here come the Rams into the front court. Long gives it up to Bamforth. He drives the lane, feeds it to Preston along the baseline. His shot is no good. Best has the rebound. He's being pressured, throws it away. And to the basket, shot attempt high off the glass is good from Alvarado. Foul on Best. And a chance at a three-point play here with 1:16 to go in the third quarter. And that was one for Nate that he eventually secured the rebound and everything. And I don't know if somebody called out for a pass or what exactly happened, but it threw it right to the Portales defender as the free throw misses, and Alamogordo comes the other way. 57-54. Hernandez with the ball at the right wing. Jaden continues to dribble there and feeds a pass to the left corner. Best inside to Bynum. Bynum will turn around shot. Is going to bounce around on the rim and eventually fall in for him. Took about 4 or 5 bounces, and the soft touch helped it fall in. 57-56. Rams into the front court. Bamforth's got it in the left corner. Gives it to Culpepper at the free throw line. Culpepper trying to work his way left in the lane is going to draw the tie-up. Possession arrow is going to keep it on this side with Portales. And they'll inbound at the baseline. Wait a minute. They called a tie-up and then they changed it to a foul? I saw 2 fingers up and then all of a sudden it's a foul. And I think Coach Bowman having a discussion with the official. I don't understand that at all. Ball goes out to the corner. 3 on the way is up and no good from Long. Favela couldn't squeeze the rebound. And it's all being bounced around near midcourt, and Hernandez is going to get to it, but they're going to call a foul on Jaden as he was trying to secure the basketball. And it'll be the 4th team foul. And it inbounds again for Portales. 35.9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Culpepper to inbound it for the Rams into the backcourt. And getting into the lane, Bamforth has his pass deflected, but it ends up in the hands of a white jersey. Crawford's now got it at the right wing. Crawford gives it up to Long. Long into the lane, gets it up to the right wing. 3 on the way is no good. And the rebound is Bynum. Bynum tried to get it to Favela, but he threw it right to Culpepper instead, and he'll get the easy lay-in. Bynum with the basketball. Picks up his dribble, finds Favela. 59-56, Portales in front. Bynum. Right wing fires up a tough 3, and he hits it. Wow, that was a difficult 3 as he hit it right near the buzzer. And Will Bynum gets the game tied up 59-59 as we go to the 4th. Heck of a shot there. We go to the 4th quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard right after this break. Stay with us.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Tigers down by 8 at half, have pulled it even to go to the fourth quarter, 59-59. I think, again, the big thing for Alamo was defensively a much, much better third quarter, forced a number of turnovers, didn't allow Portales to have many easy shots where it felt like a lot of that second quarter, Portales was getting wide open looks, and that did not happen in the third quarter. So kudos to the Tigers. And we definitely seen the starters more on the floor in the second half. And, maybe a little bit of a taste. You're going to have some games where you're not going to be able to go as deep into your bench maybe. And sure it's going to depend on how Alamo closes out things here. Tigers with some pressure at midcourt. We haven't seen the trap in the half court quite as much. And almost forced a turnover, but it's going to go deflected out of bounds last off the Tigers. But Alamo making it a little bit more difficult as they're bringing that trap pressure out near midcourt and not sitting back quite as much. Inbounds goes to Culpepper at the left wing. Culpepper, give it up. And he'll get it to left wing, and he travels with it. Yeah, he tried to go up with the shot, decided at the last moment to not shoot it as Aaron Herrera had a hand in his face, and Alamogordo will get the ball. Here comes Hernandez in the front court for Alamogordo with the game tied at 59. Gives it up to Bynum. Out there with Herrera and Grinder and Favela. Grinder. Herrera bakes the pass, gives it back outside to Bynum. Ball at the left wing now. Favela, left corner. Herrera will fire up the three. No good. Rebound was tipped around and it goes right to Bynum. Bynum will jump stop in the lane, goes up with the shot, and again gets the nice soft roll in. And the Tigers take the lead, 61-59, 7:05 to go in the game. Long gets to about midcourt and then gets turned back and turns the ball over. Herrera, bounce past Favela. Favela gets to the basket, can't get the lay-in. And I feel for Julian. It just feels like he can't buy a bucket today. Certainly one he should have had there. Alvarado gives it up to Long. Long outside with Herrera right on him. Gets a screen from Culpepper. Long at the right elbow, passes it away. Bamforth now finds Culpepper in the lane. Culpepper goes up with the shot. Ball's knocked away. They're going to call a foul on Alamogordo. And I believe Pierce Culpepper to the line. He's got 16 points. Tigers, meanwhile, led by Jaden Hernandez with 19. Julian Favela's got 4. 9 now, 11 for Will Bynum. And 11 as well for Aaron Herrera as the first free throw will miss, and one more. Ethan Grinder with 9. Both free throws miss. Tigers have the rebound. Bynum up the far sideline for Alamogordo. Favela with the rebound on that free throw miss. They go to Grinder. Now Julian at the right wing. Julian attacks, working baseline all the way to the basket, and there the lay-in falls for him. 63-59, 6:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Culpepper will bring it in the front court. Culpepper all the way to the left elbow and then tried to find Alvarado in the low post on the right side, but it was Favela who got a hand on it, deflected it out of bounds. Baseline left inbounds for the Rams. And it's Culpepper with it left wing. Alvarado now out top, guarded by Hernandez. Back to Culpepper. Granados in the game for Alamogordo. And they go to Culpepper, top of the key. Ball goes outside. 3 on the way. It is no good. Rebound deflected to Bamforth. His putback no good. Grinder able to sky for the rebound. Finds Herrera on the outlet. Aaron all the way to the basket. Goes up with a shot. He's fouled, and he'll go to line to shoot 2. Now, one thing that I talked about in that first, or as we went into the second half, was if Portales doesn't shoot as well as he did in the first half, they could be in a little bit of trouble. Because for as well as they shot, Alamogordo was still only down 8. And we've seen as this second half has gone along, they haven't been as lights out, especially from the outside in the second half. And I think part of it's Alamogordo's defense as Herrera will make the first free throw. He's now got 12 points. Tigers almost have 5 in double figures. They've got 3 currently. And I guess they almost have 4 in double figures. Misses on the second. Rebound by Culpepper. He gives it up to Long. Culpepper. Now Bamforth. And they get in the front court. Alvarado gives it to Long. Long has the ball at the right wing. They give it to Alvarado in the corner. Now it's Culpepper. Right of the lane. He works into the post, goes up with the layup attempt, and is able to work around Grinder to get the lay in. Here's Herrera pushing up the floor. He's going to lose the ball. And we go the other way to the basket. Wild lay-in attempt, and a foul going to be called on Alamogordo. And they call a foul. I'm not sure if it's on Ethan or if it's on, no, they're going to call it on Favela. And Julian said he had his hands straight up and down, but I don't know if it was the body contact. Free throw is going to miss, though, for Jacoby Bamforth. And one more for the Rams sophomore. Culpepper is going to get a rest here for Portales. 5:16 to go in the game. Second free throw goes in. Tigers up by 2. As Bynum will bring it in the front court for Alamogordo. Gives it up to Hernandez. Back to Bynum. Now it's Grinder at the free throw line. Grinder looking to work right of the lane. Gets into the lane. Goes up with the right hand. Can't finish. Favela fighting for the rebound. He's got it. Put back no good. Still fighting for it. And then as Grinder grabbed the next rebound, he got bumped from behind, and he'll get to shoot 2 free throws. So the Tiger size providing them with some extra opportunities here. Both Julian and Ethan working hard underneath the basket. Now it's for Alamogordo shooting free throws. Need to be making them here in this this segment of the game. And Ethan's going to miss on the first. Jacob Ochoa going to check into the game. Aaron Herrera is going to get a rest. 4:53 to go in the fourth quarter. 64-62. Alamogordo's in front. And he makes on the second. So Grinder to double figures with 10. As Portales gets through the pressure pretty quickly here. And working right of the lane and almost traveling, but holding that pivot foot was Preston. Ball's on the outside. Bamforth going to fire up a 3. It's no good. And the rebound, though, grabbed by Portales. They miss. Long, unable to get the putback. And Hernandez has the ball in the backcourt. He will bring it across. Hernandez gets it out to the corner. Ochoa, corner 3. He hits it. Jacob Ochoa with his first bucket of the game, but at a big moment as the Tigers up 68-62. 4:23 to go, fourth quarter. Long working right of the lane. Long tried to feed a pass to Preston, but stolen away. And Favela with the steal. Gives it to Bynum, and Bynum will bring it in the front court for Alamogordo. Grinder again sets a screen out top. Bynum working right of the lane. Goes up with the shot. No good. Rebound for the Rams. Culpepper gets fouled by Grinder. And it'll be an inbounds for Portales as we're about at the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Tigers in front 68-62. Have battled back from a 8-point halftime deficit. Rams subbing on late here. And if the Tigers can hold on, this will be they'll feel good about themselves in the way that they fought in the second half. Ball going to go to the front court, gets out ahead of things, but Mestas able to track it down, gets to the basket and lays it up and in. Aiden Mestas now with 16. Across the timeline, Bynum will give it to Hernandez. Hernandez goes to Favela in the left corner. Julian dribbles there. Julian finds Ochoa wide open in the low post, and Jacob will get the easy lay-in. And I believe a timeout called by Alamogordo. 3:41 to go, fourth quarter. Tigers lead is 6, 70-64 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. We'll be right back.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back. The Tigers 70-64 trail, or I should say lead, on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And the Tigers out of a timeout. Aaron Herrera, Will Bynum, and Julian Favela, Ethan Grinder, and Jaden Hernandez. The starting five has played pretty much the entire second half. As Culpepper bringing it up court, top of the key, feeds it over to the left corner. Three on the way is going to rattle out. Favela's got the rebound. Favela will dribble out of a double team. Tigers are going to have some numbers here. Herrera, bounce pass underneath to Grinder. That's a kind of a delayed fast break, but the Tigers convert it well. Grinder now at 12. Driving right down the lane, missing on the layup is Bamforth. Favela, or I should say, Grinder tried to secure the rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be Rams basketball. 3:16 to go in the fourth. Tigers up 72-64. And a cross-court pass to Mestas. Mestas at the free throw line. Gives it up to Long. He'll fire up a three, and he'll put it in. 72-67. Herrera will give it up to Bynum. Bynum now to Favela. Back to Herrera. Herrera kind of awkwardly got the basketball. Gives it to Grinder. Now Favela. Herrera top of the key. Aaron looking to drive. Kicks it outside. Favela wide open for three. No good. Rebound. Fought for in the low post. Won by the Rams. And they'll push it up ahead. But then losing the basketball out of bounds with very little pressure on him was Bamforth. And Alamogordo will get the ball back. That's one that the Rams want to have back with limited time left in this game. 2:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Bynum to Herrera. Ball still in the backcourt. Herrera will take it to the left wing. Almost lost the ball by himself there. And gets it out to the corner. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds last off of a Rams player. And the Tigers will inbound in the near sideline in the corner. Bynum will be the one to trigger it in for Alamogordo. 2:28 remaining in the game. Alamo's up by 5, 72-67. As Hernandez gets the ball at the left wing. He's pressured by Long. Hernandez works his way to the left wing, and foul going to be called on Long as he reached out on him. And another inbound to the near sideline for Alamogordo with 2:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Favela will get it to Hernandez. Hernandez at the left wing. Ball almost knocked out from behind, but Favela was right there to grab it. Bynum's got it now. Bynum off a screen from Grinder. Bynum all the way to the basket. Shot attempt no good. Put back by Grinder, but I think they called the foul on the Bynum shot attempt. And so Will go to the line to shoot two. 11 points for Bynum. And an opportunity to hit some free throws and give Alamogordo a little more cushion with 2:09 to go in the fourth. Two-possession game right now. And Will gets the first one, front rim, back rim, and softly falls in. Now with 12 points, and he'll get one more. Ochoa's come back into the game for Alamogordo. Bynum makes both. Two big free throws for him. Tigers with some pressure in the backcourt. Rams able to get past it. Ball at the left wing, and losing his footing and falling down was Long. Tigers are going to go the other way. Here is Hernandez all the way to the basket. He gets the lay-in. Jaden now with 21. Tigers almost get another steal. Yes, they do. Ball goes into the backcourt. Now it's a scramble for it all the way to the baseline for Portales. It goes out of bounds. Who is it last off of? Looks like it'll be Portales basketball on the wild scramble there. Tigers up by 9, 76-67. And we've got a timeout. And I think it's Portales. Are they using their last one, or is it Alamogordo using one here? Full timeout, Portales. I believe that is their final timeout. So 1:46 to go in the fourth. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. Stay here with us.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Rams will have an inbounds play with 1:46 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And they trail by 9. It's been a really good second half for the Tigers. They were down by 8 at half. Tied it up to end the third quarter and have found themselves taking over control here in the fourth. And Grinder going to steal the ball, and it ends up going to Culpepper. Corner three from Long is no good. That one goes off the top of the backboard. Surprised they didn't whistle that dead. Then we've got a loose ball that Favela gets to it, and they'll call a foul on Portales, and Favela will, I believe, shoot free throws here. I think that is 5, and indeed it is. So 2 free throws coming up for Julian Favela. And the Alamogordo Tigers, with 1:30 to go in the fourth, if they can start hitting their free throws here, should be able to secure this win. This was a much harder fought game than the one at the Artesia tournament was. And I think, like I said, I think a good one for Alamogordo to have to really grind this one out. But Favela's going to miss front rim on the first. He's 0 of 3 at the line in this one. And I think for the starters to have to play a lot more minutes today it's also one of those things that you could see more down the stretch. Favela misses both free throws, though. And here comes Portales quickly up the floor. Mestas gets close to the basket, has the shot blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Grinder. And I think Ethan picked up his 5th on that. Indeed he did. So Ethan fouls out and goes over and shakes Ty Thatcher's hand, the head coach for Portales. And it'll be Aiden Mestas to the line. First time tonight, 16 points for him. 1:24 to go, fourth quarter. Mestas misses front rim, though. This is where Portales needs their free throws to fall. Yeah, but what a big difference from outside for them. They had, I think, 8 threes in the first half. They have 1, or 2, I should say, in the second half. Free throw's good. And Portales will sub in so they can set up their defense. Bynum comes back into the game for Grinder. Not for Grinder, for Granados. And no doubt full court pressure here for the Rams. As the inbounds goes to Best. Best gets it to Hernandez in the front court. Jaden attacking to the basket, misses on the first attempt. Then had the ball knocked out of his hands on the second. Somehow it comes loose to Aaron Herrera, and Herrera is going to get the easy lay-in. 14 for Aaron. 1:08 to go. Tigers lead is 10. Then a steal by Favela. Favela gives it to Herrera, and Herrera will slow up here and force Portales to either foul or play this one out. Favela's got the ball out top. He's going to be fouled. And Julian will go to the line to shoot a couple more free throws. And did somebody for Portales pick up their 5th? No, I guess not. Look, the official was putting out the 5 signal, but I guess not. And so it'll be Favela back to the line. And this one rolls off as well. Best will check out. Ochoa will come in. And one more here for Julian. And that one unfortunately goes missing as well. But Tigers up by 10 with under a minute to go. Crawford into the front court. Ball finds its way to the right wing. 3 up and no good. Rebound tipped by Culpepper. Goes right to Long. Long's layup attempt is good. Tigers inbound. Favela gives it up to Bynum, or I should say to Hernandez, who gives it up to Bynum in the front court. Bynum trying to get out of a double team, has the ball deflected back at him. Ball's going to go out of bounds, last off of Alamogordo. 29.9 seconds to go. So now what the Tigers wanted there, a turnover. Rams don't have any timeouts. But Will got trapped right at the midcourt line. Culpepper has the ball deflected and eventually finds its way to Long. 3 in the corner on the way. That's going to be, I think, partially blocked. But the battle for the loose ball goes out of bounds, and it's last off of Portales. And it looks like Alamogordo is going to use a timeout. So time on the floor with 20.7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. I'm sure wanting to avoid getting in that trap right at the half-court line going forward. Full timeout on the floor. And it looks like Coach Bowman asking for an explanation on the that play where Will turned it over at the half court. And so not sure what he saw there, didn't like, thought maybe there was a foul call I would anticipate. And so he continues to talk it over with the official, but seems like Alamogordo is going to get the win. Not quite there yet, but a 3-possession lead with 20 seconds to go, and you have the basketball. You're feeling somewhat good about that. 4 guys in double figures, Herrera, Bynum, Hernandez, and Grinder. Ethan's day is finished after fouling out. Closes out with 12 points for Alamogordo. Ochoa, Hernandez, Favela, Herrera, and Bynum on the floor. And the Tigers turn it over on the inbounds. Ball goes to the right corner, 3 on the way from Alvarado, no good. Bynum almost secured the rebound, but the loose ball comes out to Hernandez. Jaden into the front court. Jaden will get it back out top to Ochoa. Now to Favela. Now to Hernandez. And Jaden will get to the basket. And I think there's going to be a foul prior to him going up with the shot attempt with 2.5 seconds remaining. And so he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2, but the Tigers are going to get the win. Having to battle back in the second half. A really nice road win for the Tigers after they had a bad second quarter. I mean, really, that was the difference. Portales was just knocking down shots left and right. And Alamo, with their defense, I feel like, more than anything, able to rally back in this game. 79-70 now. And we're going to end up about the same final score as we did back in December, so funny how that seems to work that way. Jaden makes both. And then Tigers steal the inbounds, and that will do it. And the Tigers get the win 80-70 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And they are 13-3, finishing up their non-district season. The Alamogordo Tigers winners, and we will take a break, wrap it up here on the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Final score 80-70.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at OteroFCU.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all else subject to credit approval.
Discover our great mortgage loan rates, our competitive closing costs on conventional, VA, FHA, and first-time home buyers. This is Deborah from First National Bank. Affordable solutions for the home you deserve.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all else subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Alamogordo Tigers winners this afternoon, 80-70, as they defeat the Portales Rams. They're 13-3 on the season. Tigers led by Jaden Hernandez with 23 points, 14 for Aaron Herrera, and 13 points for Will Bynum, 12 points for Ethan Grinder, 6 for Julian Favela, 5 points for Jacob Ochoa, who had a couple big buckets in that fourth quarter, a 3 and then a lay-in. Nate Best with 3, Bryson Bloom with 2, Diego Ortega with 2 for the Tigers. The Rams were paced by Pierce Culpepper, who had 18, 17 for Aiden Mestas, 13 for Pat Alvarado, and 9 for Latrell Long, 4 for Jacoby Bamford, 3 for Ethan Crawford, 6 for Dejon Preston. Great second half for the Tigers. They were down by 8 at the half and managed to fight back. They defensively had a bad second quarter and really started forcing some turnovers and found themselves tied up at the end of the third. Will Bynum hit a 3 at the buzzer to make it that. I want to say Portales had a 3 at the buzzer. Was it at the end of the first, I think? I feel like there were 2 buzzer beaters in that game. So, but not at the end. Alamogordo obviously had the lead, and they get the win 80-70. But district begins on Tuesday. We'll be on the road for that one as Alamogordo takes on Centennial on the air at 6:45 and 7 o'clock tip-off for that one. We're going to say goodbye, and we're going to send you to Denver for the Bills and the Broncos in the AFC Divisional Playoff, as it'll be NFL the rest of the way for you here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We appreciate you tuning in. Again, your final score, 80-70. The Alamogordo Tigers get the win on the road over Portales, and we'll be on the air again on Tuesday. We'll talk to you then.